Hello guys, what's up? How you guys doing? It's your boy Trader Prosper back here again. So welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to the weekly trade review. So as usual, I'll be going through the trades that I took this week and all the things I did on the charts this week. So last week I didn't drop any video due to the fact that I didn't take any trade. I saw a trade. Yeah, I saw a trade, but the trade wasn't given, right, due to the position of the trade. So I didn't take it, but I just marked it out, and the trade ended up being a break-even trade, right? So yeah, let's get to it and see what we did this week. So this week I happened to catch only two trades, and these two trades are still running, just as you can see here. NAS 100 and SPS 500. Right, so that was the two trades that I was able to catch, and they are still running. Sorry, yeah, so they are still running, as you can see. This one is almost getting to TP. So out of the whole losses I've taken on this pair, I just come to conclusion that I've been doing the wrong thing all this while, right? I've been trading the wrong direction. So I think I've explained all these guys and how it all happened, and yeah. So I just have to calm down and find my direction and start making my trade. So yeah, let's get to it, and let me break down how I happen to get to these trades. So I don't know, one of my indicators are having issues. The one for the weekly, I just having issues. I don't know why it's having issues. But then, so this week, okay, let me go to a clean chart so that you just understand what's happened and how we got the trade. Just to yeah, so let me clean this guy and let's have a clean fresh chart here. Remove what, yes. So back to full screen. So yes, so like usual, I normally go to the daily time frame or even weekly time frame, depending on the weekly time, what the weekly time frame is doing, right? So to get the overall picture of what the higher time frame is doing, so you can trade towards that direction. So on the higher time frame, there are two things involved. Like I've already said that in previous videos, but then let me still go about it again. So we have a break of structure here, right? We have a break of structure. So, and this break of structure to the downside there is a breaker block here that the market is tapping into, right? So there are two things involved. Is either the market is probably ready to change trend, right? Ready to change trend, or sorry, is trying to continue to the um the bullish price action, right? Which you can see here, price just traded off very nicely, but then didn't close above this previous high, right? So the normal basic market structure is just higher highs and higher lows, right? So you have a higher low here, higher high, created a higher low. So we expected to take out this guy, but then it didn't happen, and price is just going to the downside. So it's just showing an indication that the market is either turning bearish, which is just respecting this guy's break of structure and obeying this new swing leg here, right here, right to the downside, right? So that's why we are just bearish on this pair for the meantime, right? Until market says otherwise, and then we now change our bias back to wherever direction the market is going. So as you can see here on the daily time frame, the market has been breaking structure. So this was the last higher low that it broke. So you can see it broke double structure. So it's just giving an indication that market wants to go to the downside, right? Just giving an indication that market is likely still going to continue to the downside, right? So this is the bias I have on this guy. So I have this high to this low, right? And We have been waiting for markets to we just waited for markets to give us a sign that it's about to go to the downside, which it just did. So it's already tapped our 50% range, above our 50% range, yeah, and it's already going to downside, right? So that's the strategy we are trading. Then we go to the 4-hour time frame to confirm that the market is right. So on the 4-hour time frame, we just broke another structure here. We just broke another structure here, right? So we are expecting markets to take out this low now, right? Because as we broke that structure, we marked out our high. Sorry, that's not the guy that I marked out. From this high to this low, right? So this was what we marked out and expected price to, you know, give us that same shift to continue to the downside. So market already tapped to our 50% and above. So I just simply moved to the yeah 1 hour or 30 minutes time frame. Anyone the setup is there. So as you can see, we had the sweep of liquidity to the upside. We have our inducements here, right, and the other block. So I picked this guy as my other block. That's the other block there, right? So and this was the trade. This was the trade, right? So I gave a very reasonable space for the stop loss due to the fact that due to what happened to me last 2 weeks. Yes, last 2 weeks on NAS. So I have to give enough breathing space for the guy to breathe. So I'm targeting this low here, right? This low here is my target. So to complete that daily cycle that we have here, right? It has already tested. If you go to the daily, if you go to the daily, you can see that it has already tested 50% of the fib and above, and so the delivery is coming towards this low here. Sorry, it has tapped 50% and above, and we are coming for this low here, right? So that's the target. That's the target I'm targeting. So yes, the trade is already running, right? The trade is already running. So there is this confirmation entry that I'm still learning, but I'm not done learning it. So that will be including in my trading to get a second entry. So also I missed this trade. There was this trade that happened here that I missed. There was a break here, right? Yes, there was a break of structure here, and like the trade, I won't even lie. The trade, I was looking at this guy. There was a bullish structure here. There was a break here, another break here. So and this other block was not mitigated, right? It was not mitigated. So I was looking at this other block. Like I was looking at this buy structure to continue, right? So I was just waiting for here to be swept to see if I can get a buy setup, but he just respected this sell setup here and continue sell. He just respected this sell setup here. You can see this other block which was not mitigated on some other broker and sold off, right? So that was the setup, right? But I didn't take it. I just ignored it. Right. So this is the trade I'm currently on. Right. I'm currently on this trade, and yeah. Yeah. So I'm currently on the trade, as you can see here. So let's get back to sorry. So yeah. So the same thing applied to NAS, sorry, SPS 500. So if you go to the daily time frame, you can see the same thing happened here. And I'm just looking at Sorry. So as you can see, there have been multiple breaks here. Like this first break, deliver that bearish delivery, another break, right? And has already delivered that, is already delivering the bearish delivery, as you can see, right? So yeah, just like Nasondra, their two is kind of twin. So as you can see, um after this break, let me mark it out. After this break of structure, right? Um Clearly I marked out from this high to this low, right? And you can see the guy is this other block here. There is another block here. Is already above that 50% and above, like you used to do, right? So that's why I just waited. So I went to the 1 hour. So this one just appeared. It's very, very easy. Went to the 1 hour. As you can see, the setup is just there. Let me remove this guy so I can see. So the setup is already there. Break of the high, inducement here, and you can see that other block also snapped. And we just deliver to the downside. So this was the trade. Very simple. So like what I did on the other side, I just covered this size to avoid wahala. Right, to avoid wahala. But on a normal day, I could have done a more sexy stop loss. Then yeah, so the trade. So what I just observed is it does not matter. It's just one out difference. So it's best to back the trade than just be taking out. Just to be taken out because you are looking for one extra hour and miss out on 6 hours, right? This trade is, yeah, it's 6 hours on the other broker, but I don't know why is this, right? So this trade is supposed to be 6 hours. Wow. On my other broker, like on the other, this guy, it was 6 hours. Also, so this was the trade, and this guy, I'm not hitting TP on my mem broker, like on my MT5, as you can see there. That's not hitting TP, so I don't know why, right? I don't know why. So yeah, so this is the second trade I took. And as you can see on this pair, that same thing that happened there, just that this guy gave a clearer confirmation. This guy just took out this low for these cells. There is this cell that is here. That cell that I showed you guys on NAS, yes, for this cell. So I don't know, maybe because of the NAS, I was not even looking at this trade, so I did not even take it. But the trade delivered very, very nicely. So I'm targeting something here. That is a low here that I'm targeting. So hopefully the market gets there. That'd be very, very nice. So there is this low here. Yeah. So I usually target the next low or high after the main break of structure. So this is the next low here. And that's where I was targeting on my. So as you can see, this is the trade. So if market opens, let's see what market has to do. Then on other pairs, on yeah, this guy. So this is what I'm looking at on USD JPY, right? USD JPY, this is what I'm looking at. So if you get the retracement, right, I will have to wait for markets to open clearly and maybe break with a body, like break this guy with a body. I think my other broker has broken this guy with a body, right? Then we now expect the retracement to this guy, and then we buy, right? We buy with confirmation, right? So this is the trade I'm looking at for on USD JPY to take out this side. See if it is now turning bullish, as you can see what I just marked out here. It failed to create a low here and has already taken out this high. So it has changed to bullish. So this is the last strong low in this leg that I'm looking at. So if this guy fails, that means I might be looking for another buy the at this extreme, right? If he does not give any opportunity, then we know that market is totally bearish, and we now start looking for sales, right? So these are the two things I'm looking at for on USD JPY. So on USD CHF, I guess is the same thing I'm looking at. Okay, sorry. This is I was studying this pair. I was studying. So on this pair, I am overall bearish, right? If you look at it very clearly, you can see that the market is totally bearish, right? But then we have a bullish break here, a bullish break of structure here, right? Did it close with a body? No, I don't think it did not close with a body, right? It did not close with a body, but then there is a break there, and I'll be expecting a buy from this low, right? Because on this higher time frame leg, which is this high and this low, it has kissed the 50% already. That's kissed the 50% already, but I would love to see a more like a more tap in, like a more deeper tap, like something like this for this drop, right? But then I'm just going to be very, very cautious. If I don't get thing any clear thing here, like when market gets to this 50% and below for the buys, I'm not going to do anything. That means I'm going to wait it out and see if the market is going to break it, right? Because it has already tapped 50% and above, like it has already tapped our 50% fib. So it's likely going to sell off if this bullish move is not strong enough, right? It's likely going to sell off, right? So these are the two things I'm also looking at on this pair. I'm just waiting. Then GJ. Yeah, GJ looks like it's already bearish as well. So I'm also looking at sorry. Okay, yeah. Let me use this time frame. You can see there was a break here, right? So this guy's totally turned bullish, right? And you can see, so I'm waiting for GJ. If GJ closes above this guy, like breaks this guy, right? It has already break a structure, but I will love to see a break from this guy. Then we'll be expecting buys on GJ as well, right? So this is another thing I'm looking at for on GJ. So I did not take any trade on this guy. There was no opportunity because I have not determined the direction, right? I'm bearish on this guy, but there is no clear sign to sell. So that's why I've not done anything. Both on USD CHF, right? Both on USD CHF, there have not been any clear reason to do anything sales. So that's why I'm just chilling, right? I was just back testing this move here. I missed a lot of trade here because I was totally focused on the sell side of things, which is the current trend of the market. But then I missed a lot of opportunities here, and I just studied and learned my lesson. I'm waiting for the next thing to do in the market. So that'll be all for now, guys. I wish you guys a happy new trading week. I wish you guys profit, and yeah, a productive week as well. So remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Right, anything you want me to start doing in the channel, you can still comment it, or if you have any question or any confusions, you can just comment and I will give you a feedback. So that'll be all for now. Right, see you in the next video.